So I haven't really got much tonight. I have, there was something that I was going to talk about, but I just really wanted to be here for you guys and really just talk through some of your challenges that you may be having at the moment. I know that on Diamond C last night, we talked about how it's actually February seems to be a bit of a tough month for everybody, and I know that this month is not nearly as good as last month was at this time of the month. So I know that there's probably a few of you that are feeling challenged at the moment. So I thought, yes, says Sin grinning. So I'm thinking, I want a show of hands of how many of you are feeling challenged at the moment in some area or another in your biz. Yeah, so 4 of you. Yeah, that's pretty big. So tell me, what are the areas that you're feeling challenged in?
Dirty money.
You've got your dirty money stories, Monty.
Yep.
Okay. Have you been working on that, on the exercises that I did in the STARS training?
Yeah, I've been doing it on mine. I've been trying to come up with one. So I'm just working on that at the moment in my head. It was interesting having a conversation with my brother about how money is dirty. That's what he said.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Filthy.
Yes. Oh, it sounds like you might have taken on some of his stories.
Sounds like it's a family story, family script. So that's good. It's made me realise that it's a bit wider than I thought.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and that makes it trickier because that means you have to work doubly as hard, especially if you've got it around you all the time. So, I know that Maxine can relate to this around, when you have some kind of story that you've been telling yourself for years, and then you've got it reflected in your family, who you see a lot of, then it means that you're going to be more challenged all the time. So it's almost like it could be a trigger for you, but it doesn't have to be a trigger. It could be an opportunity to make yourself better and to make sure that your story is better than what it used to be. So it really is, yes, it makes it more challenging, but it means that it gives you opportunities to practice using your new one.
Yes.
So, yeah. I guess that's time. That's just every time it comes up for you, it's changing what you're telling yourself every time. So, who else is feeling challenged? Tell me what it is.
I'm definitely challenged around finding team. I have lots of interest and lots of people saying, wow, I want to be part of it. You're really trustworthy. If you're doing it, I trust you, Rara. And it's not about them feeling any fear around getting into the business, but it's this whole the time's not quite right yet because the finances aren't perfect and life's not perfect, so I'm not going to jump into it until everything's perfect. And there's a Buddhist sort of theory that actually there is no perfect, everything's perfect. So in the midst of your struggles is the perfect time to sort of throw yourself into it. So I've tried to take that angle a little bit, but also tried to understanding because I know that it's that whole thing Kat talks about pushing porridge up a hill.
That was Greg.
Oh, okay. Whoever said it, she uses that analogy a lot.
It was great, yeah.
And it's a good one, and kind of how it feels, because it feels like if I got these people signed up and I kind of pushed them into it, then it might not be as productive as I'd like it to be. Yeah. So I'd rather hold back and I suppose just kind of respect their space and where they're at. But it does feel frustrating because I think I've got about 3 potential really good team who can't even give me next month or next week or at Christmas or So maybe I break into a bit more of a market?
Yeah, cold market's good, but I just want to ask you first. So, have you been asking them questions?
Yes.
So questions like, so what is it, what would the perfect time look like for you? Or why is it that you feel that you need to wait until everything is lined up? And, just like I know that Linda talks about this a lot, is becoming a master asker. So it's about tuning in and finding a way for them to inspire themselves to start. So it's finding that desire with them on actually how much do they want this. So if they are, looking for the pleasure that's in the conversation that you have with them, looking for the gems, the treasure that you can go, okay, so you say that you want this. How much do you want this? What would your life look like if you had that? Like really bringing that desire out in them, because they might get to a point where they go, well, yeah, why am I waiting? I think Kieran can probably relate to this. Hey, honey.
Yeah, I've got a boatload of people that I know that would greatly benefit from this, but it's never the right time, or it's the money aspect of things. And it's probably me needing more courage to push the envelope, in the sense of, that asking the proper questions, or finessing those questions.
But the other thing is too, Kieran, think about your own journey when I first talked to you about this, and how you kind of sat on the fence for a long time, and it was almost like you were afraid to jump in, So think about, and I know, Sin, you were the same, right? So then you can just think about your own journey and think about where you were at when I approached you about it, or I talked to you about it, or what, and how are you feeling? And so you can empathize with them, you understand where they're coming from. So what helped you? What was it that helped you say yes in the end?
You.
So what did I do that helped you change your mind? Why are you laughing, Sin?
Because I just got so fucking broke, it was just unbearable. Took me a year to get seriously broke, to the point where I was like, I don't know if I can even buy toilet paper this week, let alone pay my rent or have any power. So it literally had gotten to the point where I was living on food bank baskets, and I couldn't do it anymore. And both my kids were away 1 week, so I spent everything I had signing into it, and I had no petrol, I had no food, I was stealing shit out of Tammy's cupboards.
But you know what it was? It was blind faith for you in the end, wasn't it? Because I know you were broken ass, but you didn't even blink an eyelid when you paid for your fee, and then you paid for your product, you didn't even blink an eye. It was just,
I couldn't. I told myself I couldn't, and I've gotten to that point where, but I had been seriously, I wanted to jump into it a year before. And so from that point of view, I suppose that's where I ask these questions to my friends, and I hear it and I empathize so much. I'm like, that's cool, call me in a year. You'll call me back, it's cool, don't worry about it.
It seems very much like your journey into Buddhism as well. And I find this is with a lot of people, that Buddhism's very similar. They think it's really dodgy and suspicious, and they won't do it until they've hit absolute rock bottom, and they really, really, really want something else so bad that eventually they give it a go because it's the last thing, But I'm finding that with heaps of people as well. It's a little bit of interest, but just not enough, and they don't want to engage in a conversation about it.
No.
Yeah. That's the hard bit. Is getting to the questioning bit is almost overstepping the mark a little bit of I've already had the hands already up, And that's the thing I find hard. Yeah, just connecting into that. It seems like people have to hit rock bottom.
Yeah, that is true, and that's why those questions around their building their desire helps them to realise actually that they are and not in the greatest place that they really want to be. But yeah, sometimes it just takes that time. It just takes for them, like divine timing, it just takes for them to be at rock bottom before they'll do it. The other thing is too, sometimes what you're saying before, Tammy, about if they've got the hand up, just love on them and just talk about other things. So just keep in contact like every month or two, just in general conversation, hey, how are you doing kind of stuff, and don't talk about the business because you're still taking an interest in them and you never know when people come back. You never know when they're going to be ready. Yeah,
I'm making a real effort to visit the friends' pages, have conversations with them about anything, like their stuff, comment on their stuff, just so that they're seeing my posts as well.
That's great. That's fantastic.
I was going to say something, Tanya.
Go for it.
So I've been sort of doing cold markets and things for a while, and all I would say is I totally get that, because there were people sort of in the beginning that I was so attached to that I really wish they would jump on, and I would probably just say don't get too attached to anybody, no matter how amazing you think they might be or how much they need it. There's 7 billion people in the world, people that you haven't met yet, and that's what really resonated with me when we went to the Auckland conference, Tanya. And Adam said that the NMD, the rock star in your team, you probably haven't met them yet. And I think that's really true. They're probably not anybody on your, probably not anyone on your friends list or anyone that you know. So they might be, but just keep going, and it's amazing who you can meet along the way.
Yeah, totally true, 100%. That's the thing. And I remember feeling the same way and doing the same thing, feeling like, oh, I've got somebody and they're so amazing and they'll be great at this. And I'll tell you a funny little story. The first person that I ever, when I first started, that I sent out an invitation to come and have a look at what I'm doing, it might be for you, because she was a solo mom, she was struggling financially, her and her son were really sick. And so I reached out to her for all of it and said, this may really work for you, Amy. Well, the interesting thing is it's a year and a half later, she is now my shred customer, and she is so loves the product and the shred so much that she wants to jump into the team. And she's currently in my group looking at my videos. So, yeah, you just never know. Sometimes it just takes a long time, before people will say, yeah, okay, I'm ready now. And it was just not the right time for them right then. And in the meantime, one of the things that's really important that I've learned from, I can't remember if it's Linda, I think it's Linda, it's about not getting attached to the outcome. So not getting so attached to, oh, I've got this person and they'll be amazing and let's just get them through and I can just, see them on my team. There's no reason why you can't visualize them on your team, but what I would be doing instead, and what I do instead, is visualize my team growing and expanding. And I'm not seeing faces, I'm just seeing my team expanding and growing. So it doesn't matter who you have in there, and then you're going to get the right people for you anyway. So the team is going to happen. It's a given. Once you're putting it out there and you're seeing it, it's going to happen anyway. And you guys are amazing. You're all doing the work. You're all reaching out. You're all posting. So, there's no reason why it's not going to happen for you. Things are only going to improve for you as long as you're doing the work. You're only going to get better. You're only going to grow. You're not ever going to stop or get worse. You're never going to, not receive an income from it. So there's always going to be something happening for you. I just want to go back to what you were saying, Kieran, about that I helped you say yes. What was it that I did that helped you say yes?
Oh, I think it's hang on, I'm trying to find the right words. It's your light shining from the inside out. It's your belief in the product. it was more on an energy level from that aspect for me. Obviously, I started the shred and started the product, so it's that kind of thing. I think just for me personally at the moment, I'm just struggling with that and the reaching out aspect from here. Kind of like Moni in the sense of I'm still working on the manifestation side of things and the self-worth and belief in self at the moment.
Yes. Yes, I understand that. I know you've taken on a big chunk and you've got a massive journey, and I'm so proud of you. You've come such a long way. The fact that you said yes was huge. But I just want to say to you that light that you see in me, you are the same. You are exactly the same. So
thank you.
So just do what I did for your friends and family. You just do the same as what I did.
I am, and I'm just trying to, the empathy thing, the compassion thing. I think I have a tendency, or have had a tendency, I like to see results fast, and I have to back off on myself, my own worst critic, and just go with the flow. But put action to it. You know, I hope that sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So on that note, I mean, you guys are reaching out. How do you think you're doing in terms of your DMO?
Not very good.
Be honest, not very good. Why do you say that, Moni?
Because I'm kind of stuck with, at the moment, on who to approach. I'm getting the hang of it in my head, but I'm just finding it. I'm really slow on the computer, but really slow if I'm having a bad day. So, yeah, I'm trying to work through that one. I'm going to change my office around and stuff and see if it helps. Yes, composition.
So don't beat yourself up, Moni. The fact that you know that what you want to do is a huge start. Just make yourself a couple of non-negotiables that you do every day. That you decide, okay, I'm just going to do these. These are going to be my non-negotiables. If I get nothing else done, I'm going to do these two things, and just let it happen.
I think it's definitely worth posting on the product every day, because people that come to me generally as customers say, I've been watching your posts for about 6 months. So this is how long it takes people to do anything, you know, but they're watching. They don't like your posts generally. Mostly they're not liking them, but they're seeing them and they're going in. So
I had the same thing today. Someone who's been watching me for months apparently, and she's just reached out and said, I want to buy them. How can I get them? So yeah, it's true. And posting is really, really important. So how many of you guys think that you've got that posting, you're doing good, and you know that you're okay with your posting?
75%.
Come, sir.
your posts are really good, Moni.
Thanks.
Yeah. Kieran, what was this, honey? Tell us about.
I'm good with the feel good stuff. I suck with I'm second guessing myself with the product, because I feel like I'm overdoing it. So hence why I stole yours today and rock and roll with that one out the freaking door.
Do you know what, Kieran? You can totally do that, honey. You can steal as many of my posts as you want. In fact, the post ideas for Team Love groups, steal those.
Okay.
Because if you want to get yourself some customers, you need to be posting on product.
Yeah,
if you're not
I am.
Product, yeah.
I've done a few, but not where I'd like to be or should be, basically. So yeah. I'm just letting our little group know, if you've got a good post, I'm rocking it, and I'll switch it up, and I'm sending it out.
You're welcome to repost.
Thank you.
Yeah, one thing that helps get over helped me get over that feeling of posting too many products.
Yeah.
Was start to post some recipes, JBT recipes.
Okay. Yeah,
So
yeah.
sometimes when I was like, oh, I just don't want to put more photos of cats up. I just don't want to put another story of a testimonial up. And I was feeling a little bit OTT. That's when I was like, I'm going to make the sausage rolls. I'm going to, and just put up things and go, hey, I found some. What was one I did the other week that actually got some pretty good feedback on it and people chatting was, I put up a caramel bliss balls and a mousse, and then I was like, which one would you choose?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So some people do a grid, is a posting grid.
I do. I was just going to suggest that.
I should do that, and I really want to do that. So you can do the business a couple of times a week, and the other days you can do different aspects of the product.
So in Soul Tribe files, there is a posting grid schedule.
Okay.
So print that out, and I've got it in my wall in my office, and it just gives you an idea of different posts that you can do, 3 posts a day. I always make sure to post at least one post is either product, testimonial, program, or business, and I'm kind of changing it up. So again, we're not getting that spam with the constant product post or the constant testimonial posts.
Oh, I use that. That's my religion, that one. The posting grid. I've had that since day one. That's posted on my phone so I can follow it verbatim.
That's awesome. That's awesome. No, your posting is beautiful, Kieran. It's really lovely, really positive. It's, and I know that a lot of people have commented on you being positive too on your posts. I've seen that. So you are, and it's true, you are that shining light that people see, and so they're attracted to that.
Yeah, well, we're trying to get the product through that mix too,
Hey, Kieran, I also I friend up a lot of other people, that are in our circles with Juice Plus or whatever, and then I have a look at what they're posting. So I do a lot of research on other people's pages and see what their posts are like, and then if I really like some, I ask permission to take theirs. Usually every time I've asked, they're fine. So I find ones that resonate with me, like this person, it feels like my kind of person, and then I'll go into their page and I'm like, I love what they're posting. So, because, everyone's got a different style, and so I find some that I like. It's about healthy stuff or the nutritional side of it or whatever, and then I'll just screenshot the pictures or whatever. But I spend a lot of my time just saving stuff that other people have posted.
Okay.
Saving, and then when I've got downtime, I rummage through it all and go, oh, that's right, that person. Then I'll go back to their page, copy the blurb, and then go put the photo with it, or some other photos or something. But I mash up a lot from other people's pages. Most of my stuff isn't unique, but it just gives me fuel. It gives me, motivation and inspiration. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. The other thing I've noticed more on Instagram actually is that people will repost the same post quite a lot.
Okay.
You don't have to come up with a brand new original idea every time, and I don't know, in 3 months you can post exactly the same thing, or because people aren't seeing everything every time. So that's something that's occurred to me too, Tammy, to make a kind of database of posts. And eventually, when it becomes big enough, you can just flip them out.
Good idea.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're welcome to go on my page, have a look, take whatever you want. I think I'm good at posting stuff. I'm just not so good at having the time to connect with the people properly. Most of the people that I need to connect with want me to visit them, and they're not going to take a phone call as, no, they want to see me. So I've got a little pile of people that I've got to find time for. And that's my challenge. That's my challenge is people want the personal connection. They're not into the Skype thing or whatever. They want me to visit them. Yeah.
But the only thing is that makes it really difficult for you. I mean, this is an online business.
Yeah.
So
I'll do it once. I do it once, but then, and that's because they do want the friendship. They want to know we're friends.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I do want it to be online, and I will. You know, I've got to visit them once, but I just know they're not going to get kick-started until I do. So that's my challenge. That's my challenge at the moment, is get them to be on virtual friendship with me. Yeah.
The other thing is too, quite often if people don't want to get on a phone call with you, they're often not ready.
Yeah.
So if someone's going to get on a phone call with you, they're ready. They're ready to do it. You know, it's usually a good sign that, you know, that they're probably at their pretty low point, and they're just, okay, I've seen enough. You know, people have to see up to 8. They have to have up to 8 views of whatever it is you're doing, whether it be a post of yours, whether it be that you comment on one of their posts, whether it be a message that you send them about something random. But that has to happen 8 times before they'll go, yeah, okay, I'm ready for it. At least 8 times.
Okay.
So that's why it's really important to keep in contact with people, to keep posting, and if you're posting less than twice a day, you're not going to really get views. Because I know when Maxine first started this business, I remember you were unsure about the whole posting thing, weren't you, Max? It took you a bit to get your head around it. And I know you said to me, you felt like you were just posting all the time and spamming everybody. And you said to me, how many times do you post a day? And I said, I post at least 3 times. And you go, really? I hardly even see them. So we were talking in Messenger every day, and still you hardly saw my posts.
I know, it's true.
Yeah, so people can see everything. Yeah.
Well, I never saw Cinnamon's post about the Swiss balls or the moose or anything, and we are online together all the time.
Yeah.
Really interesting. Yeah.
Another really good thing to get your likes, your views up is to be doing lives. Now, you don't have to be a rock star and do them every day like Sin over here.
I'm just an idiot. I don't know about a rock star.
You're a rock star.
You're a rock star. You're a rock star.
All in agreement.
Medium, maybe.
But, you know, even if you're doing them once a week, couple of times a week, I mean, I'm really only doing them once a week, sometimes twice, but, you know, if you get inspired and you want to decide, right, every Tuesday at 4 o'clock, I'm going to do a live. And you do a live and you talk about something, even if it's random. You might talk about what an amazing day you had. You might have been out with your family and you want to talk about connection and how important connection is, or anything. It doesn't matter what you talk about. As long as people are seeing your face, you're adding value somehow, and you're actually getting those algorithms up that people are going to see. Because honestly, since I first started doing lives on a regular basis, I have so many likes and so many comments on all my posts now, all the time. But then also I'm talking to people on Messenger every day as well. So when we talk about your non-negotiables, like having a couple of non-negotiables, because to me, my non-negotiables is I have to reach out to at least 5 people every day. That's one of my non-negotiables. I won't go to sleep until I've done it. And that's new people. This isn't people that have asked about the product or, responded to a job ad. These are people that you haven't talked to for a while, and you've reached out on Messenger and just started a conversation. And another of my, also my posting is non-negotiable. My lives are non-negotiable. But I have a huge number of non-negotiables. But even if you've only got 2, just make them happen. And honestly, posting and reaching out are probably the 2 most important.
I reached out to people. You said with reaching out, you reached out in Messenger.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're talking to, so a good way to do it, Moni, is you go through your friend list, and I know I will just choose a letter. And today it was W because it's the Wednesday. I thought, I'll do W. So you find your W's, and you find 5 W's that you haven't spoken to for a wee while, and sometimes I'll go and have a look at their posts and I'll find out what they've been posting, and and then I'll go into a message and I'll say, hey, I'm loving your posts, they're really inspiring, or I saw your photos, and just asking them about their photos.
Yep, but don't talk about business.
No, nothing to do with the business, nothing to do with product at all. You're just connecting with someone, you're just taking an interest, and a genuine interest in them. So yeah.
Yeah. What you can even just say something as simple as, "Hey, we haven't spoken in a while. I hope you and the family are all going well."
Yeah.
Even something really simple like that. And what that does is it connects them back into your feed, so they will start seeing your feed again.
So the moon picture that I took last night, I messaged it to 25 people.
Woohoo!
Wow,
Yay!
that's great. Well done, Moni.
Was that in Messenger?
Yeah,
Awesome. That was a great picture.
it was amazing, wasn't it?
That was
What
a
was you to message them about?
The messages about the picture.
Here's the moon.
Did you send them a message with it or just the photo?
Just a photo, but I got lots of comments back and I made sure I replied to them.
Because you could have
That's a very good idea.
hey, look at this amazing moon. I hope that this brings great changes for you, or whatever. So something like that as well. That would have
They all think I'm a hippie.
Hey, actually,
been
and speaking of the moon, I just had a really strong feeling that a lot of things were going to shift and pick up the pace after this full moon has done its business. I've just got a really strong feeling, and I got a feeling that just before it, there was a real dead lull of people in a state of uncertainty. But I've been really confident that once this moon has passed, that there's things that are actually going to really, really pick up, and I'm really confident about it. But I also just wanted to mention about lives that I'm really impressed with how Romata does hers. She's really, really just flicks it on at the beach or with the kids or in the garden or anything, and I'm just like, whoa. It's really beautiful.
I've never seen them. I've never
Check them out. She puts them on she puts them on her story, but she also did some amazing ones on Instagram as well. She posts her stories on Instagram and her lives, and she's just so natural that they speak for themselves. So nothing really about them. She just wants to show you the day and the beach, and just really, really lovely. So yeah, have a look at Romata and see if you can find any lives that she's done or anything. I'm not really sure if they're
right.
Yeah, they're all.
That's a good idea. Using your story is a really good idea. I get about 30, sometimes 40 views on my story.
Yeah.
And I'm probably not getting that many on a post, maybe.
Well,
So,
the other thing that's why I post my live in the story every morning. So, hey, I still can't get
you. Automatically do anyway. They automatically go to your story anyway. So they're posting it to your story and to your page.
Oh, because mine weren't posting to my story to start with, and
mine weren't either. But I can't do it either.
I can't find Sin's. It says that it's in her story, but when I go to find it, it says there's no story. And that's happened from day one. I've never been able to see yours in story, Sin, but I've seen it on your page. Which is weird, because when you sent that one to me telling me ages ago, must have been like 2 months ago, that you couldn't see them. Yeah. I got other people that I don't deal with a lot. Like I got Anna from Waiheke and a couple of other people to jump on and see if they could see it. And they were like, yeah, no problem. I could see it on your page, just not in your story. Like that was all. Yeah, no, I asked them to go through Messenger in my story. Yeah, I don't know what's up there.
Something else I just want to add to while we're talking about reaching out and stuff and, getting team. Something that I find really, really helpful is to be adding new friends onto your team list.
Oh yeah, every day.
Yeah, because often you find that the new friends are the ones that are asking about the product or the business.
I'll friend anybody I can, But the other thing I wanted to share with you guys was that I've had instead of, this might help Moni as well, is instead of it always being on my personal profile, I've always had
previously a like healthy page where I posted nutritional stuff so that people that were interested could go there, and people that really were fed up with all my nutritional stuff could just be my friend. But I upgraded that from a page into a group recently because I found that the pages were too limiting. So I opened the page up to a group and I connected the two together. And basically I've invited absolutely everyone on my friends list, everybody. And I've just given a blurb at the start saying, hey, this is so you can follow my health journey. This is so if you're interested in my health stuff, you are going to get bombarded with, not bombarded, but you will see Juice Plus stuff a lot. You will see a lot of nutritional support. You will see stories. And I've just given them a heads up. And I've had a wonderful, response from that as well, where people they've just jumped on and they love it. And I found that way I feel less shy about shoving all my Juice Plus stuff on there because they're there for it. They've come for that reason. So I'll still put it on my personal as well. I'm still doing my 3 posts a day on my personal, but I'm really pumping my health page as well.
Yeah, groups are fantastic. That's what I've got my Spiritual Souls group for. It's kind of to feed into your business.
Yeah, and then you can chuck people on there that aren't your friends as well. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and you find a group that resonates with you, something that you can really add value to, because you don't want it to be all about the business or all about the product. You want it to be adding value to their life somehow. So that's awesome, Tam.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Tammy, because I had one of my friends write to me and say, didn't I think it would be better if I didn't put all that information for my friends to look at? And I was thinking, I talked about it with Maxine. She said, but it is about personal journeys.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So I keep it my personal journey on my Facebook, on my personal profile, but then I just level up on the healthy page because I know people are there for that as well. So that's when I'll just put more and more information about how to heal this or how to heal that, and it's not just about nutrition. I'll put stuff about the moon and the crystals and you know anything holistic. But it just means that my personal page, I can fill it with dogs and family and stuff as well, and just keep it a little bit more low key. Because I had a friend who went to Isogenics, and one thing that I was really upset about was she was a family member, and we never saw anything about family anymore. We just saw Isogenics this and Isogenics that. Like, it just went crazy, and I really noticed. And so I'm just careful not to repeat what I've seen other people do.
Yeah,
so
you've got to be in your life, because the other thing about the business is you've got a lifestyle, and people want to see your lifestyle.
Yes. Yeah. Right.
They want to see who you are as a person.
I just wanted to clarify something that you said, Tammy.
Yeah.
Do you still put Juice Plus posts on your page, your personal page?
Yeah.
But not as many?
I put at least one subtle or not subtle one up a day, and amongst the other 2 or 3 other random posts that I put up, I'll try and put one Juice Plus one on my personal page as well, because I know that there's like 700 and something on my friends list. On my personal, there's only 80 at the moment on the health page. So my biggest market is still my personal page, but I'm just building another market where I can chuck any strangers I meet or anyone. Yeah.
Cool.
I think the thing to say here is that we should be posting about the product on our personal page, because our friends are real people and they may need help. So that's why we're doing it. It's not just about us getting more leads and more business. It's also about that we're trying to connect with as many people as possible that may need our help. And I mean, all of my customers have come off my friends list, and some of those customers are people that I wouldn't say that I was terribly close friends with, but they've seen it and they've reached out. So you know, that's why we're doing it.
Your warm market is the best place for you to get any kind of customers and teams. And just reaching out is posting. You are not likely to get anybody, or maybe I think I've got one person in my team that reached out on a business post. You are not likely to get team from a business post. You're only going to get team from actually connecting with them. So actually having conversations with them from customers, raving fans that you've got there, you know, if they want to get their product cheaper, that's the way that you're going to get team. You're not going to get them from posting, but you're posting because they're watching you. Somebody to go, oh, okay, yep, I've been watching your posts, and yeah, when you reach out to them, they'll go, yeah, okay, I might take a look, because they're not likely to come to you and say, I want to know this, but if you reach out to them, then they're more likely to say, yeah, okay, well, let's have a look, tell me a bit more about it. So, yeah, that's been my experience anyway. So, anything else that you want to talk about?
Yes, just real quickly, and I'm happy if it's not a group thing, if you just want to message me or chat later. But you mentioned something to me today about adding up points, because I was just double checking on Tam's, because it seems like she might only have 600 left.
Rockstar, Tam, saw that.
It seems, but I'm really dyslexic and maths is not my strong point anyway. And then the other day you said something to me about there was points I don't add up because somebody's SDVF. What does that mean?
Oh, no, that's for qualification, honey.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about that. She does only have 600 points to go. That is a premium and an Amiga's order. That's all you've got, Tammy. And then you've got, honey.
I accidentally ordered myself 2 packs of Amigas.
Oh, I told her that.
She told me. You're so funny. That was a really good accident, because that brought up your points.
Yeah, totally.
It's okay. My first ever customer, when I signed my ex Brad up, he was like, I signed him up for 2 full premium orders. I had to send some back.
He really did want to, because he wanted to double those bloody Amigas.
Well, the funny thing is, so now he's sponsoring another person. He's actually paying for one of my other customers' orders.
Really?
Yeah, and he's really keen, like, we're not together anymore, but he wants to be part of the business.
Well, I know. I was thinking about that, honey, because I know that when we spoke to him, he was really interested. So,
he's all about it. But he's not going to be a Facebook guy. He's going to be Instagram. And I was like, that's fine. You do it Instagram way.
Do it. I mean, Sophie Hughes, and Angela Simpson, they are Instagrammers. And they have an NMD business.
Yeah, and he's part of all that motocross stuff. So he's with all those he hangs out with like barely 20-year-olds at motocross who are all like really care about their nutrition and stuff.
Here we are, Maxine. That's your tribe, honey.
Motocross. Oh my God.
No, but you're 20-year-olds that are really into healthy living. That's what you want.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want.
Yeah, that Pete just said they've always got broken bones.
Yes,
Exactly.
Yes, Pete saw all of Brad's scars on his legs.
Motocross is, I think he's broken his body about 3 times over.
Yeah, and don't they need lots of recovery help?
Yeah. So how do you feel about him being under you? Are you okay with that? Is he okay with that?
That's fine. I've got no issue with that.
Great. Let's get him on a call then. Has he seen an event?
Yes. He finds the events. He's a little bit he will be a little bit difficult. He will be a tricky team member in some aspects. In other aspects, I think he will be a freaking rock star. So, but he's going down to a big consciousness festival this weekend. Sorry, I have to laugh about that. So he's going down to Queenstown for biophilia. And he was sort of like, oh, we'll talk maybe end of next week or the week after once I'm back. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, whatever.
Right. Well, see if you can send them an event of some kind, even if it's just an express one, like Pete's launch would be.
No, he came to my launch. He was at my launch.
Okay. Well,
and he was sitting in the room with me. I think might not have been Tammy's launch, but another one. So he's seen the events and he gets the idea.
Okay.
And he's been in the room while I've been on events. So
let's just get him on a call when he gets back.
Yeah.
That's awesome, honey. Awesome. And yeah, do that. Get into cold markets. They're amazing. Yeah. As long as you get your ad right, that's something we've been working on, Maxine. Getting the ad right.
Yes, I've rehashed mine completely.
Yeah. Yeah, and I rehashed mine just recently too. So you want to make sure that you know who you're looking for. So get really clear on who you want. And I tell you what, I've come down hard on this whole people who say that they're interested and never get back to me in messages. I'm like, you've got to have good communication skills. If you cannot reply to my messages or get on a call with me, then this is not the position for you. So
I needed to hear that right now, because there's been a couple that, I've been patient with, but they seem really interested, but then the replies from messages take sometimes too long, way too long. And the other thing that I'm struggling with at the moment is I got some friends who they've got their own MLM and everything, but it's makeup, and they get instant sales, and they don't have auto ships, and they're really, really opposed to the auto ship thing. And yeah, they've got like major health issues, and they're going in for surgeries, and they got all sorts of things going on. They want to tell me all about it, but then when we talk product, they're just like, oh no, can't, nah.
I reckon, I reckon you need to be a little bit like we are with Buddhism. You know, when people, sorry guys, but for us, when people come in, they're like moan about their issues and their problems, and okay, we are compassionate and empathetic, and we go, have you tried looking at it like this? Eventually it gets to the point where we just go and chant.
Yeah.
Go and chant. Go and chant. Go and chant. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Go and chant. Maybe you need to go, JP, get on the product.
That's pretty much where I'm getting with them. I'm just like, look, you know what? You've already taken up too much of my time. I'm getting really, really strict about my time.
Yeah.
I don't,
Posture is really important.
Yeah.
Because not only is it, are you demanding respect, but actually you're being professional. And you're saying to them, actually, you know, I'm here to help you.
Yeah.
You're here to help me. So if you want my help, then great, I'll help you. If you don't, then go over there and find out what it is that you want. You know,
I'm getting heaps better at that. Yeah. And
this is the thing I can do to help you. Do you want it?
Yes.
Well,
being clear.
I'm actually getting better at just saying to people, actually not like, do you even want it? Like, you actually just need this, you know?
Sometimes you can't do that though, because people really have to be ready for it, and they really have to ask for it. So if they don't want it, say, look, you either want it or you don't.
Yeah.
If you say, no, it's not right now, then you go, great, thanks very much. It's better that you have a no. And so no's are way better than no response.
Well, I really like to play them a little bit, like, you know, okay, so you've kind of brushed me off. Well, I'm going to be your friend, but I'm not going to bring that up. So you're just going to wonder why I haven't anymore, you know? A little bit like just, you know, when you're dating someone, but you're playing hard to get, sort of, I don't know. Yeah. Not that I even remember how that works.
Yeah, I was going to say, how long has it been? But something that Simon Chan says is basically, if you get to the point where you've had somebody that you've been talking about the business or the product and they haven't gone anywhere with it, particularly with a business, and it's gone cold, there's no more conversation, then, and it's been a few months, then just say to them, hey, look, just want to let you know that I still want to be friends. I won't ever talk about the business again. You know, if you're not interested, that's fine. Just want to know if we're still, you know, if we can still chat sometimes, or, you know, you can do that. I mean, I generally don't do that, but what I will do is I will start just a general conversation with people and just don't say anything about the business or product at all, because often that will be enough to like prompt them. Oh, I tried, I didn't get back to you, or yeah, okay, it's right for me now. But just letting it go.
And also, hey, another one that I thought I'd bring up is customer care was a big thing this week, and that's something I really, you know, think is big as well, because often we overlook our customers as potential new customers. So, you know, adding product to what they've already got, and making sure that our customers realize that they've got a portal. Most of them can't. They just find it all too confusing, which is a bit of a shame. But I have just been reconnecting with current customers to make sure that they're happy with what they've got, and do they want something else? Do they want to have a look at the rest of the range, you know? But yeah, I've got one that just basically will not reply to me about anything, even though she's on it. But there's no complaints. And then another one that she just wants to update me at least once a week. And she's what I'm getting at is when we're feeling low about it, when we look at the customers we have and we connect with them and realize how happy they are, that's actually what really drives me, because not one person that's on it is unhappy. You know, they're all really happy and looking at more. So that's also, you know, a big focus for me this week and over the past couple of weeks has just been to make sure that they've got everything they need and that they're happy and that we're good friends.
That's great, Tim. Customer care is so important. It's easier to keep a customer than get a new one.
Yeah.
Customer care is so important. I think I did a little live on that in Soul Tribe last week.
Yeah.
About, you know, you can do, and it's totally up to you what you do. You know, you don't have to give them gifts, you don't, you know, but I think it's really important. The most important thing is to make sure that you always keep in contact with them. And you always make sure that they know how appreciated they are.
Yeah.
So you're doing a great job.
I think the appreciation posts are a really good one too, because that gets people a little bit curious. What are all these? What people? What people? Huh? Who are you appreciating?
Good old FOMO.
Yeah.
That's right. So anyone else before we jump off? All good?
Yep.
You right? Right.
That was not convincing.
By the way, you're looking fat. Look at that hairdo, would you?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's been lovely hanging out with you. You're my girl tribe tonight. No boys on.
Pete, yeah, we saw his ass when he was.
He's here.
Hey, Pete.
Much feedback.
Yeah, he has to go to another room when he jumps on trainee. It's hilarious. You should have seen us last night on the launch.
I have a quick request.
I was on mute and I didn't even realise I was on mute and I was talking away, and then Lauren goes, "Oh honey, you're actually on mute," and I'm like, and she'd already sent me a message, and then I went in afterwards and I said to Pete, "Why didn't you tell me I was on mute?" You're like, "I'm mute," and he was like, "No you weren't, I could hear you."
You guys really need to practice with wearing headphones for the feedback.
Well, it's just because I could hear myself talking.
So if he puts headphones on at his end when he's in the same room as you, that shouldn't happen.
Yeah, that worked. Did I know she was on mute?
Yeah.
What did you want to say, Monica?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm coming up to Maxine's next week, so I'd kind of like to meet some people.
Oh, let's do that. What day are you coming, Moni?
Thursday.
Oh, that's when we're doing our event, aren't we? Okay.
I have a wedding to go to at that time.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Anyway.
what the event is this Saturday.
Next Saturday. Palmy event.
Isn't it this Saturday?
Oh, yes, it is too.
Damn it!
I wasn't going to say anything. I was thinking, isn't next Saturday Kapiti?
Yeah, next Saturday's Kapiti. Okay, so what's the date next Friday? Oh God, I can't come, Moni. We're going to a friend's. I've just organised it tonight.
That's all right. I just thought I'd put it out there and see what happens.
So you're coming on Thursday?
Yep. And wedding things over the weekend, and then I'm leaving possibly Wednesday or Thursday again.
So should we do a road trip up on Thursday, girls? Road trip up to Maxine's and hassle her and Moni.
I'm free on Thursdays.
Oh yeah?
Sometimes,
It on the time for me.
It's what, sorry?
It would depend on the time for
Fine.
me. Because
Yeah, I don't get into Palmerston North till about 7:30.
On Thursday,
Yeah.
Oh, it's quite late.
we could have dinner in Palmy on Thursday night.
We could.
next Thursday.
Yeah.
This is next Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to do that, girls?
What about is your spiritual souls on Thursday?
Well, I'll just have to cancel it for that week. I'll just postpone it that week.
We can do something.
I'll make sure I come.
We can do something in Palmy. Yeah, we can. True.
In the car. You could do a guided meditation for us.
While I'm driving. Really? Oh my God. So does that mean I'm taking you guys in the Audi and we're going up in style? Are you coming, Kieran?
I'll see how it goes. What time are you going to leave? Because I'll come in from like the airport, eastern suburbs. So
Yeah. So if we, what do you mean seats? I've only got Tammy and Sam and Kieran. There's only 3 seats, though. The seats are
And Pete.
And Pete.
We could convoy with my wheels as well because I've got some gangster wheels too.
Yeah. And it depends on when you're leaving because I've still got to do a drop off in Mana at 4 p.m.
Well, if Monty doesn't get in until 7:30, then we're probably best not getting there until 7:30, are we? Monty, Maxine, are you picking her up from Palmy?
Yeah. So we could make it. We could even make it a bit later if you want.
So should we make it like 8 o'clock or something?
Yeah, let's give us time to, to pick you up or leave a bit of wiggle room if it's a bit late or whatever. But it's a train, so I would say it will be on time.
Okay. How does that sound, girls?
So
That sounds great in theory.
Thursday week, is that right?
The 28th.
Yeah.
Tomorrow week.
Last day of the month. We'll be celebrating Tammy's promotion. Where's Tammy gone? She's disappeared.
I was just checking my calendar.
Looking at her calendar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta check the calendar. No, there's nothing on, so that's good. Yeah.
So that
Yeah,
means,
we'll totally be celebrating Tam's promotion.
yeah, because you're going to get
Even if they buy my own.
Yeah, you'll get them. So that means that we would need to leave by about 6:30.
Yeah, okay.
Does that work?
I'm sleeping on the way back.
What, are you sleeping all the way to Wellington?
No, I'll sleep till I have to pick my car up, and then no, we're all good. I'll just rock out. I'll leave school at 3. It puts me up here at 4.
If you need a place to crash, you're welcome to crash here, hun.
Well, yeah, we've got a bed too, so yeah, you've got an open invitation. So Pete's coming, so we might have to bring some more wheels, Tammy.
Yeah, sweet as. I'll see if I can bring hubby.
Oh,
There you go.
Bring someone for Pete to hang out with.
Yeah.
Oh, he likes hanging out with you girls. So yeah.
We like hanging out with you too, Pete.
Thanks.
I have to feed the dogs.
Okay, well, we didn't even need to be